Previously.
DIY solar and other.
We may be wondering who that Shadow Man is. Well, he's actually a long-term friend of mine, and last year I inspired him to buy an RV, and he hit the road and he's full-time traveling, and when I hit the road he was over on this side of the country. So we decided to caravan for a little bit together. So you may be seeing him on and off, you know, here and there in some videos. Well, I've made it to Loveland, Colorado. It's just north of Denver, and I'm staying at Boyd State Park, which is a really pretty state park, great for weekend getaways, and definitely if you've got some kind of watercraft, and which I don't. So I'm partaking in the enjoyment of looking at it, but it's really pretty. Anyway, I'm here because it's close to the Rocky Mountain National Park, which I can't wait to go check out, and maybe check out on a couple other things, but I've only got 2 nights here, so we'll see what I can get to. Chase loves to go in water and lay down, so here he is laying down in some probably too deep water. But he loves to do that. This is way to cool off. I think he's missing his little kiddie pool. One of the most important safety aspects of driving your RV is maintaining healthy tires. If your tire pressure is too high or too low, or if the temperature gets too hot, it can cause a potentially damaging or even a fatal blowout situation. To monitor my tires while I am driving, I got the Easy RV Easy Tire pressure monitoring system, and I'm super excited about it. This is a real-time monitoring system. It monitors while you're driving. Accidents and blowouts happen while you're driving, not when you're stopped at the gas station and checking tire pressure. So it's while you are driving that you want to know all the information that this thing provides you. Keeping your tires well maintained reduces driving risks, it improves fuel economy, and it can actually prolong the life of your tires. When choosing a tire pressure monitor system, make sure that it handles your RV's axles tire pressure. They'll make tire pressure monitoring systems, or TPMS for short, for smaller vehicles, and it won't handle the pressure that a lot of RV tires will need. So make sure that. So the Easy RV Easy TPMS is actually for RVs, which is awesome, and it can handle up to 26 sensors. So that's 13 tires on each side of a vehicle, so probably some sort of semi or something like that. I am going to use 10 sensors. I have 6 tires on my RV, and then I have 4 tires on the ground for my tow dolly and vehicle. So all together, that's 10 sensors. So I can monitor even my trailer and the back wheels of my car that's on the dolly. So it comes with sensors that will go on the tire's valves, these little guys, and they're also anti-theft, so you have to have a special tool to take them off. It comes with a sensor so that you can extend the tire sensors farther away from your RV, like for a trailer, and a monitor, so I can put this on my dashboard. It comes with a little dash clip, and monitor my tires real time while I'm driving. On the back of the manual, they give you a little diagram that you probably want to keep handy, and you can number each tire with, you know, 1 through whatever, and then T for the trailer ones. And with those stickers, I can write them on here, and then I can put the coordinating sticker on each little sensor, because I'm going to have different tire pressures on my tires depending on, you know, the dolly tires, the car tires, and the RV tires. So I also use this diagram on the back to mark the tire pressure that I want to have in each tire, and that just helps for future reference. I'm actually going to do the tire pressures on each side of my RV slightly different. I'm increasing the pressure on the driver's side because that's where I've added 500 pounds of batteries. Plus I sit in the driver's seat, so that's kind of a lot of pressure to have on that side of or a lot of weight to have on that side of the RV. So because of that, I'm increasing the pressure just a little bit. Now I'm going to take each sensor and program it into the monitor. And once I do that, then I can put them on each tire and I'll be ready to go. If you have an extra long trailer or your sensors are spread far apart, then you're going to want to get a repeater, and that just sends the signal farther. Otherwise, the sensors may not pick up on, or the monitor may not pick up on the data from the sensors. Flashing forward to several hundred miles on the road later, and definitely plenty of use out of this thing. There's some cool things and there's some less than cool things. The first, absolutely the cool thing is its basic function, which is knowing your tire pressure and temperature while you're driving. Absolutely invaluable, and just for that, for its basic function, it's completely worthwhile. The other cool thing is I don't have to check my temperature or my pressures as often. So in the morning when I'm ready to drive, I don't need to go out and check like 10 tires, right? I can just turn this on and then continue to monitor it while driving. So completely awesome in that respect and totally worth it. The less than cool things is one, so I had, like I said before, the pressure on one side is a little higher than the other. Well, you can't actually program this to read it that way. You have to program each axle the same. So that wasn't completely useful for my purposes, but still what I did, I just increased the highs and I decreased the lows for each individual axle. And because I did that, I need to now know a little bit more by memory what each tire pressure is, and it doesn't take that long, and I keep a little cheat sheet right up here anyway. So so there's that you can't do each tire separately on one axle. Then the other thing was when you're driving, I just leave this plugged in and it rotates. It'll be like, all right, reading tire 1, and it'll flash, and then it'll start flashing on number 2, tell you what 2 is, tell you what 3 is, tell you what 4 is. What I don't know is while it's doing that, you know, it takes a couple minutes to rotate through 10 tires. Is it sensing, let's say I'm down on tire 6, and let's say tire 1 is having a blowout or about to have a blowout. What I don't know is, will it immediately recognize that, which you really need to know, or does it wait to rotate through the tires to let you know that? And since I have not had a situation where the temperature heats up quickly or pressure drops quickly, you know, in what could be a really bad situation, I don't know if this thing will be like, all right, I'm going to stop my rotation and go here because you really need to know this. I don't know if it does that. So that is the other kind of downside that I'm not certain about. Anyway, but just to be able to look at my tires, and while you're driving, I mean, of course you're driving, while it's circulating through, you can tell it to go backward and forward. But you know, if it's an emergency, you don't know if you need to go backwards or forwards. So anyway, I've been enjoying looking at it and kind of knowing my temperatures and pressures. So it's pretty cool in that regard.
So I'm visiting the Rocky Mountain National Park today. It's beautiful. I'm only like maybe 1 or 2 miles in past the visitor center, entering from Estes Park, and I'm already blown away at how beautiful it is. It's just such unique scenery and wonderful wildflowers, so it's like a great time to come.
A little bit of snow melt. These trees, it looks like a forest in the distance, but they're only like 4.5, 5 feet tall. See, check it out. They're so short, but it looks like a forest. Headed up to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Pretty excited to get to a new state. I'm so excited, it's raining! Oh my god! Yeah, I left Arizona and got into New Mexico, and it was still kind of hot, and went up to Colorado, and it was still hot. I'm so excited to get into the 80s. It's like nice and cool. I asked Siri on my iPhone, I said, what's the temperature in Cheyenne? And Siri says, it's hot in Cheyenne, it's 82 degrees. And I was like, wow, Siri, it's definitely programmed by people in, you know, Cupertino or wherever it's raining all the time. Because 82 to me is feeling pretty cool and nice. So, and it gets some rain on top of it, I'm pretty stoked about that. Such a relief. I don't know how long I'll be saying that, like come winter, if it's like rains for 3 days, you know, that's kind of my max. But after, you know, several months of 90s, 100s, and hot and dry, it's really nice. Thank goodness. Look how barren it is out here. It's kind of neat. Stay tuned for beautiful Wyoming sights coming up in the next few videos. Please like and share this video and subscribe for more content relating to RV living, RV maintenance, RV renovations, and RV DIY solar. Thanks for watching.